So here we are in Newport, out on one of my favourite walks where I like to take Smiffy and Nessa to get some exercise. And joining me, well, it's only Mariclare Carey-Jones. Mariclare, hello!
Hi Simon, how is this? This is fantastic. Pierre's Adventures coming outside Cardiff.
Yeah, you come to check out my patch.
We have indeed. And meet Nessa and Smithy.
Look at the size of them compared to your dog.
I know, poor little Pierre. You're quite small.
Hello, Pierre.
Hello. So where are you taking us today then, Simon?
Well, this is 14 Locks. It's as you can see, it's so picturesque, and yet we're just a stone's throw from the M4. You wouldn't believe it, really. It's a beautiful flight of old locks, 200 years old, that have been slowly renovated, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful place. Fantastic. So I thought we'd go for a little walk, and I'll show you around.
Brilliant. Let's go. So Simon, tell me about Nessa and Smithy. They're gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Well, Smithy's the older one, he's 5. Nessa's his little sister, there's 3. And they're both Labradoodles. Smithy's a nice, calm dog. Nessa's a pain in the neck. But, you know, that's the way it is with dogs. They both came from quite a responsible breeder we know here in Newport. And they've just been marvellous company. And the best thing is the exercise they give you.
Great place to have some as well here.
So, Mariclare, let me introduce you to Phil Hughes.
Phil.
How are you? Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is the manager of the canal centre here and knows an awful lot about this canal system and the work that's gone into restoring it and making it the beautiful place it is today. So, Phil, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the locks here.
Yeah, absolutely. The canal was started in Pontypool, just above Pontypool, in 1792, and they got to the bottom of this great hill by 1796. And they actually built this superb flight of locks in 2 years, and by 1798 it was complete, all the way to Newport and all the way to Crumlin.
And what kind of difference did it make to industry at the time? Because obviously they were bringing down all the resources that could be found up in the valleys.
Absolutely. It was iron that actually built the canal, but once the canal was built, the coal masters realised they had a fully integrated transport system, which they didn't have before. Goods would move by horse and pannier. A horse could perhaps carry 2.5 hundredweight, depending how kind the mule skinner was. The same horse now could pull 25 tonnes. Newport, there were very few people living in Newport, approximately 400 or 500 people, and the population of Newport exploded exponentially every year following the canal completion.
And I gather this is the Crumlin arm of the canal. How much of it is actually left?
Well, we've got sort of canal all the way into Cwmcarn at the moment. It's broken by roads along the way, but our ambition is to totally restore it to full navigation, as is the rest of the canal.
So hopefully we're looking at a time where somebody can get on a barge in Brecon and make their way all the way down to Newport again.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no point in restoring it unless you restore it to full navigation. That's the ultimate aim. Whether it'll be done in my lifetime, I don't know, but I certainly hope so.
So, Phil, as well as being a great place to walk, there's also a place where we can sit down and have a cup of tea.
Yes, come on into my centre after and have a look. We've got a little museum there, a little interpretation room, and a cafe, and a lovely place to stop, yes.
Wonderful. Well, if you walk with us, we'll come and have a cup of tea.
My pleasure, thank you.
Sounds good.
So here we are, we're back at the visitor centre, and we're doing what we actually wanted when we came here, and that's having tea cakes and coffee. Am I right?
Definitely.
I'm right. So Phil, this is the visitor centre. Anybody can come along here and enjoy it?
Absolutely. We're open 7 days a week, 360 days a year. The only time we ever close is from Christmas Eve to New Year's Day.
And as well as tea and coffee, we can learn a lot about the canal inside?
Absolutely. We've got an interpretation centre, and there's always volunteers there who will sort of tell you all about the history of the canal.
Marvellous. And what are your opening times?
We open from 10 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon, 7 days a week.
Marvellous. Well, thanks for taking the time out to show us around here. The dogs, as you can see, are completely bushed. So's myself and Mariclare. So we're going to tuck into our coffee and tea cakes.
You carry on. You enjoy.
Thank you.
Cheers, Phil.